Welcome back to your Mortgage Minute from onlendhub.ca. I'm Sarah, and I'm here with OnLendHub mortgage expert, Muli. And today we're talking about something that sounds pretty exciting, turning your house into an income machine.
Thanks, Sarah. Yes, this is one of the most exciting policy changes I've seen in years.
Okay, you have my attention. What's this all about?
Well, with the Bank of Canada holding rates at 2.25% again, one thing is clear. The era of cheap money isn't coming back anytime soon. So if you can't lower your mortgage payment, why not make your house pay for it?
Wait, make your house pay for your mortgage? How does that work?
Today, we're revealing a massive but hidden policy change for 2026, the 90% secondary suite refinance. I'm going to show you how to pull extra equity out of your home to build an income suite that could effectively cut your mortgage in half.
Cut your mortgage in half? That sounds incredible. All right, break this down for me. What exactly is this 90% refinance you're talking about?
Great question. Most Canadians know the 80% rule, the idea that you can only refinance up to 80% of your home's value.
Right, I've heard that before.
But for 2026, that rule has been shattered for anyone looking to add density. Under new federal guidelines, you can now refinance up to 90% of your properties as improved value to build a legal secondary suite, garden home, or laneway house.
Wait, 90%? That's a big jump from 80.
It is. And this is a game changer because it allows you to access up to $2 million in property value to create a rental unit. Essentially, you're using your home's equity to build a mortgage subsidy.
Can you give me a real example of what that looks like?
Absolutely. At today's rates, a well-built basement suite in a city like Milton or Kitchener can generate $2,000 a month in rent, which for many people covers more than half of their monthly mortgage obligation.
Wow, so your tenant is basically paying half your mortgage?
Exactly. That's the power of this strategy.
Okay, so who can actually do this? Is this available to everyone?
This applies to homeowners who have space and a little bit of vision. If you have a basement with a separate entrance or a backyard large enough for a garden suite, this is for you.
What about qualifying for the loan? Don't you need to prove you can afford the bigger mortgage?
Here's where it gets really interesting. The qualification criteria are surprisingly flexible. Lenders are now allowed to count up to 50%, and in some cases, with our over 65 lenders, up to 80% of the projected rental income from the suite you haven't even built yet to help you qualify for the loan.
Wait, they'll count rental income from something that doesn't exist yet?
Yes, as long as you have proper appraisals and construction plans. Let me give you an example.
Please do.
If you own a home worth $1 million and owe $600,000, you could potentially access another $300,000 to build a top-tier garden suite. Even if your income hasn't gone up, that projected rent acts as a cosigner for your application.
So the rent you're going to collect helps you qualify for the loan to build the rental suite in the first place?
Exactly. It's a brilliant policy change.
Okay, this sounds amazing, but there's got to be a catch. What's the downside?
You're absolutely right to ask. Let's talk trade-offs because construction isn't for the faint of heart.
I'm listening.
First, there's construction risk. If your project goes over budget, you are responsible for the gap. Second, you're becoming a landlord. That means dealing with the Ontario Landlord and Tenant Board and maintenance.
So it's not just free money, there's real work involved.
Exactly. Also, consider the interest spread. Refinancing your entire mortgage into a 90% loan means your whole balance will take on today's current rates, which are roughly 4%.
Can you give me an example of what that looks like?
Sure. Let's say you have a $400,000 mortgage at 3%. Moving that to $700,000 at 4% is a big jump. You need to ensure the $2,500 in rent you're collecting is significantly higher than the increase in your monthly mortgage payment.
So you really need to run the numbers carefully.
Absolutely. We run those numbers for you so there are no surprises.
All right, so if someone's listening and thinking this could work for them, what should they do first?
Here's your income generator action plan.
I'm ready. What's step one?
Step 1. Check your local zoning. Cities like Toronto and Milton have recently slashed the red tape for garden suites.
So it's actually easier to get approval now?
Much easier. Step 2. Stack your funding. Did you know the Canada Secondary Suite Loan Program now offers up to $80,000 at just 2% interest over 15 years?
Wait, 2%? That's way lower than mortgage rates.
Exactly. If you combine that 2% federal loan with a 90% refinance, your weighted interest rate becomes incredibly low.
That's brilliant. What's step 3?
Step three, get an as improved appraisal. This is where most people fail. You need an appraiser who understands the rental value of 2026.
And that's something you help with?
Absolutely. At OnLendHub, we work with over 7,000 products, and we know exactly which lenders use the most aggressive appraisers to ensure you get the maximum amount of cash out.
So you're helping people navigate not just the loan, but the whole process.
That's exactly right.
This is such a powerful strategy. I think a lot of homeowners are going to be interested in this.
The Bank of Canada might be holding rates, but you don't have to hold your breath. At OnLendHub, we have over 65 lenders and over 7,000 products to help you turn your home into an income-producing machine.
So don't wait for a rate cut. Build your own subsidy.
Exactly. Stop waiting for a rate cut and start building your own subsidy.
Where can listeners get started?
Visit onlendhub.ca. That's onlendhub.ca and book your free 30-minute consultation today. Let's build your as improved future together.
Perfect. Thanks so much for sharing this.
My pleasure, Sarah.
And to everyone listening, this has been your Mortgage Minute from onlendhub.ca. We'll catch you in the next episode.